Have you ever wondered how people built their homes thousands of years ago, long before power tools and modern machinery? Today, we re-journeying back in time to explore the incredible ingenuity of ancient builders and the essential role of wood in constructing their world. Imagine standing in a dense, primeval forest. The air is thick with the scent of pine and damp earth. This is where it all began. The first step for our ancient ancestors wasn't heading to a lumber yard. It was selecting the right tree. They were master observers, understanding the properties of different woods. Oak for strength and durability, perfect for a home's mainframe. Pine, being lighter and easier to work with, was ideal for walls and roofing. Cedar, with its natural resistance to rot and insects, was a prized material. But how did they fell these massive trees with nothing but primitive tools? Forget chainsaws. They used stone axes. These weren't the sleek steel axes we know today. They were painstakingly crafted by chipping away at flint or other hard stones to create a sharp edge, then lashing it to a wooden handle. Felling a single large tree with a stone axe was a monumental task, requiring days of relentless, back-breaking labor. It was a team effort, a community coming together. They would chop a wedge-shaped notch near the base of the tree, guiding its fall. Every swing was a testament to their patience and strength. Once the tree was down, the real work of processing the timber began. The massive log had to be turned into usable planks and beams. One common method was using wedges and mallets. They'd carefully carve a groove along the length of the log, and then drive wooden or stone wedges into it. By hammering these wedges deeper and deeper, they could split the logs straight down the grain. It was a precise skill, learned over generations. Another technique, especially as metal tools like bronze and later iron saws became available, was pit sawing. This involved digging a pit and placing the log over it. One person, the pitman, would be in the pit, while the top man stood above. Together, they would pull a long, two-handled saw up and down, laboriously cutting the log into planks. It was dirty, exhausting work, but it was the foundation of civilization. With the timber prepared, it was time to build. Ancient house construction was a marvel of joinery. Without nails or screws, how did they hold everything together? The answer lies in masterful woodworking techniques. The most common was the mortise and tenon joint. This involves cutting a hole, the mortise, into one piece of wood, and shaping the end of another piece, the tenon, to fit snugly inside it. This created incredibly strong and durable connections that have allowed some ancient wooden structures to stand for centuries. They also used wooden pegs, or tree nails, to lock these joints in place. Every piece was carefully shaped and fitted by hand, like a giant three-dimensional puzzle. The frame would go up first, strong vertical posts connected by horizontal beams. Then, they'd fill in the walls. One popular method was wattle and daub. They would weave a lattice of thin, flexible branches, the wattle between the main timbers. Then, they'd plaster this framework with a mixture of clay, soil, sand, and straw, known as daub. This created surprisingly well-insulated and weatherproof walls. For the roof, they might use wooden shingles, split by hand, or thatch it with reeds or straw, creating a thick, waterproof covering. From the first swing of a stone axe to the final daub of clay, building a house in ancient times was an epic undertaking. It was a deep, intimate connection between people, their environment, and the materials it provided. It showcases a level of skill, patience, and community cooperation that is truly owned. So the next time you see an old wooden building, take a moment to appreciate the incredible human story held within its beams and joints. Thanks for joining me on this journey back in time. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more adventures into the past. See you next time.